Hello guys. So in the first part of this video, I'm going to demonstrate rhythm on the piano. But first, in my lap, before you even play the notes, because the important part here is not what we're actually playing, it's what we're hearing and feeling, like a pulse. Just like a heartbeat. So just like we have a heartbeat, music has a pulse. And this pulse you want to keep alive the whole time that you're playing. So I'll show this in my lap first. And then I'll also use a very trusty metronome, which I'll do after. But first, myself in view. Here I am. Well, kind of. All right, there we go. I tap with both hands. I get some marching tempo, some very even tempo, I should say. It's an even beat. So if I switch hands, it sounds like this. Switched hands. Okay, so that's all well and good. You can hear the pulse that's there, but we need a little more direction, which is why I introduce this in frame. Maybe it's better if I do that. There we go. I want to show what happens when I do that. So now we got a nice visual of rhythm. So again, what we're playing isn't as important as this pulse, this rhythm. So I'm going to try this again. And even if I'm a beginner to piano, I might not do quite that well without practice, but I was able to visually see what I was doing. So the next part I want to show is the lengths. And what's great about this camera is I can show an overhead view in 60 frames. So let's try this. So if I play. So what was important there was not the notes I was playing, but the lengths. So I'll explain a little bit more. But first, let me play a little bit shorter, and it'll sound like this. And I can lift up and almost hit the camera with that. So this shows two parts to rhythm. It's how long you hear it, and the space of silence in between notes, and the rhythm. So what most students hear is the rhythm part, not so much the rhythm and length part. So to demonstrate this more visually, I'm going to go over to my music software. So we can visualize this pretty nicely in any free music producing software. So this program is MIDI within the software. And what's nice about this is even if you haven't read music, so I can zoom in and out like that. So if I start somewhere here, you can hear before I press down the note like you saw before, you didn't hear sound, and then right when you hit the beginning of the note sounds and then stays down until it's off. So if I play that again. And it's precisely there, not exactly because this sound has a little bit of reverb, so it lasts a little bit longer. So that's like the same as if you were reading a sheet music note. And if you understood lengths of notes. So these show the lengths of notes very visually. You can zoom in really far. And if I kept going, see the beginnings and ends of notes every time you play. So if I go to one last spot here. Okay, so to have a little bit of fun here, to really drive home that you can see visually rhythm, I have what's called the trill. So if I play this, you can see the rhythms getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And if I start it from here, that was a weird sound. Shorter. So again, might not be into these sounds. I get it's easier to hear on the keyboard, but that hopefully gives you a better sense that there's more than just what meets the eye with rhythm. It's not just about a pulse or tapping on your leg, it's about the lengths and that they can be manipulated in all these interesting little ways. And that is basically it. So hopefully this gave you a little bit more of a sense of why I, as a piano teacher, stress this so much. There's like really different elements that beginner students would not even think of as to why rhythm is important. It's not just go from point A to B, rhythm to help me play the notes. Okay, got it. There's really a whole other world inside of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, like the video if you liked it. The comments give me a better sense, as I mentioned before in the first video, as to the direction that the channel will go. And I hope you enjoyed it. I'm developing this, like, in a sense, right there along with you. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.